P&O Ferries has made 800 of its staff redundant, effective immediately, and cancelled all its services for the next few days. The company says it's acted to secure its long-term future. Calls today's decision very difficult but necessary. Union bosses have described the move as scandalous. We have a statement from the company, and it says, in its current state, P&O Ferries is not a viable business. We've made £100 million loss year on year, which has been covered by our parent DP World. This is not sustainable. The statement went on to say, as part of the process we're starting today, we're providing 800 seafarers with immediate severance notices and will be compensating them for this lack of advance notice with enhanced compensation packages. A Department of Transport spokesperson said the Department of Transport is working with the Kent Resilience Forum and all its local partners to ensure the free flow of traffic in Kent. There are other operators running services on cross-channel routes so that passengers and goods can continue to travel. Ministers and officials will be speaking with P&O Ferries later today to understand more about those changes and the impact on staff and passengers. Our business presenter, Ian King, is in the city. Let's go straight to him. And Ian, a complete shock for the employees. What sense is there that this was coming down the pipeline?
Well, this is a business that has been struggling for a number of years. It was bought by Dubai-based DP World back in 2019 for £322 million, and it hasn't made a penny profit since. In fact, it's been loss-making ever since DP World acquired it. It lost some £38 million in 2019. In 2020, obviously the year that the pandemic struck, it lost nearly £86 million. The 2021 results have yet to be published, but you read the statement there from P&O Ferries in which it admitted to a £100 million loss. So that's cumulative losses getting on for £250 million over the last 3 years. I wouldn't say that all of this business's problems are down to the pandemic, although clearly that has been pretty devastating in terms of what it's meant for passenger travel over the last 2 years. There have been added complications, I think, by the Northern Ireland Protocol. Obviously, that requires customs checks for inbound traffic into Northern Ireland. That has clearly added to complications to the business. It owns, apart from obviously the well-known Dover to Calais crossing, P&O also operates a Cairn Ryan to Larne crossing from Scotland to Northern Ireland across the Irish Sea. Also operates from Liverpool to Dublin and from Hull to Rotterdam as well. But I suspect the added complications of the Northern Ireland Protocol have probably not helped. And we also know from previous company filings that there is a significant liability owed to the Merchant Navy Seafarers Pension Fund as well. In the latest accounts to be filed, P&O recognised a liability of some £146 million. And this was, of course, a business that didn't receive any support from the government during the pandemic. Its appeals for support were turned down, and DP World, the parent company, actually had to carry on making loans to P&O Ferries to keep it afloat during the pandemic. Those total some £40 million between the late 2020 and early 2021. It may be possible that there have been subsequent loans made to the company by its parent company since then. We don't know about those. So basically a business that has been struggling for quite some period of time. Worth pointing out, as the business points out in that statement, that the actions they're taking today are aimed at making this a sustainable business long term. There have been heavy job losses already in recent years. Shortly after the outset of the pandemic, P&O Ferries made 1,100 employees redundant. That at the time equated to around 1 in 4 employees. There have clearly been other job losses since, because they're down now as a result of these 800 immediate redundancies today to some 2,200 employees. So this is a much, much smaller business than once it was, and clearly one that has been struggling for a number of years now.